and welcome to a new Beauty and the Boutique video with me, Katie, professional makeup artist, stylist and founder of online boutique beautyandtheboutique.com. And if you want to take a look at what is new in store this week, the link is below. Today I'm going to share with you how I create this beach wavy look. Now, I've had a few of my friends on Facebook ask me how I get this look, and you'll see on my website that my hair is mostly like this in photo shoots. And in this video I'm going to share with you exactly how it's done. Are you ready? Let's get started. I don't stock any of the products that I'm using today other than this air motion brush that is brilliant if you find that your brush is getting split ends, or you're wanting to grow your hair long, or your hair is damaged. Then this is a lifesaver, and I'll put the link below if you want to find out about this. As for everything else I'm using in the video, these are just things that I found useful for my hair, and I hope they help you too. I start by brushing the knots out of my hair with the Air Motion Pro brush. Since I've been growing my hair, I've had great success with this brush because it's so gentle and it doesn't drag or rip my hair. My top tips for getting a curl that stays is to use a curling wand that is really the thinnest that you can buy. And by doing this, you're going to create a tighter wave to begin with, but once you then brush that out after, it goes a lot looser and a lot more natural looking. So if you find that curls don't stay in your hair, then go for a small barrel wand. I've had the best success with this Remington silk curling wand. Really easy to use, and you can adjust the heat setting to suit your hair. So for example, for fine thin hair such as mine, go for a 130-degree heat, but if your hair is slightly thicker, go for a higher heat. A really important step that you shouldn't miss out is to protect your hair from the heat. I'm using a GHD Heat Protect Spray. You don't have to use this one, but do make sure you use one. This will help prevent frying and snapping your hair. Next up, section your hair. This makes curling so much easier. I grab the top section, I twist, and then I secure in place with these clips. Where I've sectioned my hair, I'm extra cautious and I apply just a little bit more protectant spray to the underneath. I then grab small sections about this size that you're seeing on screen. Starting from about 1 centimetre or 2 away from my scalp, I then wrap the hair around the wand in a clockwise direction. I hold for around 10 seconds, no more. If you find that 10 seconds isn't long enough to give you that wave, then you might need to turn the heat up just a little. Then, working backwards from the front, I grab the next section, but this time, instead of winding the hair around the wand in a clockwise direction, I wind it around in an anti-clockwise direction. The reason I change the direction for each section going clockwise and then on the next section going anti-clockwise is because this will ensure that the wave you create looks beautifully natural. If you find yourself getting in a little bit of a tangle, then simply grab another clip, twist and just move that hair out the way. I work around my head until I've completed the bottom section of half my head. Once you've completed the bottom section, then you can repeat the same process on top. Simply allow the top section to fall loose, and then with your clips, twist and remove the sections that you don't want to work on. And you can do this section by section to make it easier. Complete one side of your head first and then move on to the next. Sometimes when you're curling your hair, you'll find that one side goes a little better than the other. So for me, this side goes better, this side always doesn't go just as well, especially this part of my fringe where I'm growing out. But don't worry, because once you brush it out, the style is to look kind of undone and messy. You don't want anything to look too perfect, which is why when I was showing you how I wave my hair, I go clockwise on one curl and anti-clockwise on the other, so it gives it a little bit more roughness. So what I do after I've curled my hair is I let it cool down. By letting the hair cool down before you brush it out, it's going to keep the wave in for longer. So once your hair has cooled down, you want to grab your brush. I love this Air Motion brush. It comes in white and pink. on my website while stocks last. I love this because it's really gentle on the hair, and if you've just used a lot of heat on your hair, you don't want to be getting a heavy cumbersome brush and ripping that hair. You want to use a brush that's going to be as gentle and as soothing on the cuticle as possible, and this is the business for that. So the trick is, when you brush, you're going to start at the bottom and then work your way up. And the reason you do that is because if you start at the top, any knots that you might have, you're going to end up dragging them right the way down. It's going to rip your hair. But if you start brushing at the bottom and then working your way up, you'll find that you delicately soothe the tangles and then work your way upwards, and this causes the least amount of damage. This is the part where you start brushing and you start to think, oh my gosh, the curls are all falling out, it's going to look rubbish. Hold with it, stay with it. It does take on another form of its own in a minute. Once you've brushed your hair through, then with your hands you're going to just gently scrunch from the bottom upwards, and this is going to recreate a curl, but the curl is going to look a lot softer and a lot more natural and carefree, kind of like you haven't tried too hard. If, like me, you're growing your fringe out, or you have a fringe, sometimes when you do this wavy look, the fringe can feel like it doesn't blend in. So what I do is, well, as you can see, I've parted it. So I part my fringe, I get a little clip, and then I section off my fringe like so, and I just twist it away from my head. Then I get my clip and I just place it, so put it in and then go back on itself. I place it in my hair and then I put my hair over the top to conceal where I put the clip. And this will look like you've actually grown your fringe out, but you're just doing a kind of little bohemian twist. So I'll do the other side. So this is my finished look. I hope this video has helped you, and please come join me on my channel if you haven't already subscribed for lots more of my makeup artistry and styling tips, and I'll see you soon in another video. If you want to see what's new in my store this week, then click the link below. See you soon, bye! Oh, what's that? Where's it? I find a curl.